that.
Let's talk about your conspiracy theory.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? What episode?
It's pretty
8?
scary.
Is it 8 or 9? 9?
8, 9, 10.
It's 9.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It may not be. This might not be episode 9, but I think it is because the last one I had labeled as 8, so this has got to be 9.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. So we're the Sustainiacs. He's Bruce Bennett.
Really?
Yeah, you are. Well, for tonight, as far as they know, you're
okay.
Bruce Bennett, and I'm Mike Vincent. He is Hot Rod's Custom Guitars.
Yep.
You just saw the number. You'll see it again. Call it. Great stuff. I'm looking at a PV stack over here that is freaking cool. Those aren't guitars. It's a killer tube amp, though. What it is a VK100 Valve King 100. And what is it, 4x10?
4x12.
4x12s? Nice. Little half stack there.
Lotus Celestials.
Freaking beautiful. Probably weighs 1,700 pounds.
No, maybe 15.
1,500. Okay, cool. We'll add some weights if you like it to be heavier.
Sure.
I'm Mike Vincent of Ocean 7 Music, dude. Look, my swag came in.
Very cool. I
You
like
it.
It looks nice.
It's pretty sweet, isn't it? We also have them in white with the full color, like the hat, right? See the hat?
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Very nice.
And on the back?
Melt faces, save oceans, fight poverty.
Yeah. That's
Excellent.
what we're all about, brother.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, right? Those are all 3 good things.
Yep.
Check it out. You see all these guitars behind us? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are hanging.
We got a few.
And then 6. Here's another one right here, right? And then this, well, it's killer Yamaha, but that's pretty damn
Hard
cool.
road over there behind
But
you.
there's a hard road. There's one over here too.
Nice Yamaha over here.
A nice Yamaha over here.
And the Hamer over here.
What are we missing? Yeah, the Hamer's in. And then what is that? A Carver? Is that what that is?
No, the
that's a
carving.
Squire.
The carving we sold. That's a Squire.
Oh, you sold the
Foster.
Carver.
Yeah, the carving's gone.
That was
Picked up a little
that was
Gretsch.
Phil's, right?
It was.
Yeah. But what the point is, these are killer guitars. There's a hard road Strat, which is a relic Strat, which is that's a
59 Fender pickup, custom shop pickups in it too.
59 Fender custom pickups in that bastard. That is a damn nice car or rod. And then you got this. This is like a 1981, 1981-ish, something like that. Custom 24 Vox that came in, and you went through this whole thing.
5-piece through neck.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Which I was really surprised. I don't think I've ever seen it. This is a hefty little guitar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing's got beef. This is every bit as heavy as a Les Paul.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's heavy, man. It might even be heavier. I mean, it's heavy. I mean, this bridge is heavy as hell.
Factory brass nut.
Brass nut. How can it not be heavy? And blade humbuckers.
Yeah. This thing's got sustain out the wazoo.
Oh gosh,
it's
that thing
ridiculous.
is absolutely awesome. And this baby right here, which let's talk about this one a little bit more.
That's the Gretsch.
We have not talked about this thing here.
2655, I think it is.
Yeah.
Got a really nice. It's got a center block, in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's similar to like a Gibson 339 type.
Yeah.
It is made in China, but it's really nice.
This thing is in perfect condition. Have you found a ding on it?
No, none.
I mean, because I don't see one.
No, it's perfect. And I've got the original factory hard shell case with it too.
Oh yeah, you showed me that before.
Yeah.
This action on this thing is
killer. This was
and
sold at our store next door, and the owner said, "Man, I love it. It's great. It's fabulous. But I really want you to build me a custom guitar. So let's sell this one and put that money towards the custom."
Oh, it's too bad he didn't have more money because this is a dream.
Yeah, it's a great little guitar. Anybody who was looking for something that they could just jam out on and have a great tone, a great sound, and great feeling. I mean, I love Gretsch necks. They're great.
Oh, they are great, and the action on this thing is absolutely fabulous, and the colors are perfect. I would put this right front and center of a punk band. Is what I would do.
That's a workhorse. That's a true workhorse guitar for reasonable money.
It is very reasonable money. It's okay. So, talk to me about this setup here that you have. Because you got two. What are these? These Gretsch. What are these called?
These are called the Broadtron pickups.
Broadtron.
Right.
Okay.
And they are Gretsch's newest version pickup. It is an overseas made pickup, but Gretsch has always had their own attitude towards pickups, and instead of making what we call a series humbucker, they tend to make a parallel humbucker.
Oh, we talked about that previously.
Right. And the series humbuckers are what we think of when we think of Gibson pickups.
Those are the in-series humbuckers.
But Gretsch has always done a parallel humbucker until the Broadtrons.
So these are series.
These are
So
series.
what is the difference in the tone?
Well, it's thicker, fatter, much more like a Gibson.
So this is the okay. So if
Definitely,
if you know a humbucker Gretsch,
right.
this may not be the typical what you're thinking of.
No. This is a hot little monster pickup.
This is like a.
It's like a PAF.
It's a PAF.
That's what it's patterned after.
Not a POC or POS. A PAF.
Or POS.
Or yeah, exactly. Right.
Well,
right.
We all
like
know
the
what that
acoustic
stands
guitar
for.
we talked about.
Yeah.
The piece of crap.
No, point of sale.
Oh, point of sale.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just shaking your chin.
And what is this? I would call this like a 57 Chevy bridge.
Yeah, kind of a custom shop V shape. You know,
I love
I think
it.
it was very cool.
I love the one, and I don't see it
that
here.
was on the ball that day.
I don't. If you go back and check out the story of Brutus, which is my Bruce Bennett custom job, and it's got that piano bridge,
Right.
which is really, I think that's sweet. Other than the Bixby, that's the one I like. As far as aesthetics, I think it's very cool. But this is really cool. Tell me about these setups. What we got here? You got 3 and 1. What's the dealio?
Well, Gretsch has always had a long-standing
You got a 3-throw
association with Chet Atkins.
Okay.
And Chet Atkins had some interesting ideas of his own that he, wanted Gretsch to employ in the guitars. And
Yeah.
this is a little bit of a holdover. So you have a volume for each pickup, volume and volume, and then a master tone, and then a master volume. The idea being that if you put your selector in the middle and you worked your 2 volumes to get you a blend between the 2 pickups, maybe you could lean it more to the neck or lean it more towards the bridge, and you still wanted to turn it down, you didn't have to turn 2 knobs, you only turned 1. And that allowed
So you didn't have to turn equidistant knobs. You just turn 1, and you're all set. A little bit easier to keep your tone and crank it and drive the hell out of the tubes or keep it down.
Get your rhythm sound, then get your lead sound when you need it.
Yeah, just a quick whoop.
Yep.
Drive the hell out of the tubes.
And the other advantage is too is if you decide to just swap pickups, it's no big deal for you to swap pickups, and you didn't change the volumes so much. You see?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it. I get it. That's yeah, this is a beauty guitar, man, and it's nice and light. You could throw this around and just get nuts.
Oh, it's a monster.
Yeah. What is this guy? Stolovich?
No. Steven Talkovich. Is
Steven
his name. S.
Talkovich.
Talkovich. I suppose
Nice
you could pronounce it Stalkovich. If you wanted to.
Stalkovich. And
He's a
then
builder. He's a custom builder out of Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a killer telly type car, deal right there, and then the Hamer. But the point is, and this.
And we reduced the price on that Hamer this last
you
week.
did?
Yeah,
What'd you
reduced
drop?
it to $399.
$399
With a
and
gig
check
bag.
out these, baby. Oh, you dropped. Did you drop this? No, you didn't.
He may have.
Good.
I don't know what he did.
No, 9. This is a beauty hard road right here. I love this little LP style.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that. It's a great little guitar, little rock monster.
Oh yeah, it is. I call it a Mustang for some reason. I guess it's a racing stick. I don't know.
Well, it reminds me of the old competition Mustangs from the 60s.
It certainly does. But the point is, this a lot of great guitars and very, very well made, and by the master himself. Even the last Warrior he ever made is sitting right here.
Yep.
Check
That is a
baby out.
sweet guitar.
Yes, it is. This is a great guitar right here. Beautiful too. And hey, they're all in reverb, right?
They are.
Or call the number. Boom. They'll ship them to you.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely, it will. Anywhere in the, well, I mean, outside the States, you're going to be waiting a while right now.
Yeah.
That's a matter of scale and cookie cutter, like you said, in scale.
Right.
When we're talking about the guy with a CNC machine in his shed or his garage.
Well, in an effort to combat this
Yes.
cookie cutter issue,
Okay.
the big factories started going high production CNC machines, and they bought some pretty amazing machines that are very high tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't fault them for that. But
No.
they're very, very expensive.
For sure.
They can also do the same job over
Yeah.
and over and over ad
Yeah.
nauseam.
And they have technicians that come in and
Yeah, they
calibrate
have
them
the staff.
constantly.
Yeah, they have the staff to
Sure.
take care of it and the money to throw at it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, they're
So,
doing plan, do, check, act, man. It comes
after
through
the
and they know
first
acceptable
year-
number should be here. And when it gets out of that, variation, then they boom, you got to shut down the machine and fix it.
right. So, but after the first year of production that way, they start recouping their money.
Sure.
But it's going to take them a full year. An average,
Yeah.
we're talking about factories that put out 8,000 to 10,000 guitars per month.
Yeah.
So we're talking a whole year. That's a lot of guitars, nearly 100,000, 90 to 100,000 guitars in order to recoup their investment at that level.
Well, just on that one machine. Just on the machine.
Yeah. Right.
And that makes some sense. That
Not
makes
just
sense.
the machine too, but
well, that makes sense
some of the
because
extra maintenance
they've got to
involved.
make profit, and when you break down their profit level, the middleman's profit level, the retailer's profit level, and all the levels of costs that are in there, the money that's allocated towards paying back that machine is not a ton. Right. So their cost of acquisition of a customer was
pretty high.
Pretty high.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fighting. They're really fighting to get your dollar.
Yeah, and that's what squashes a lot of small luthiers and custom guys like yourself, is because they can spend you right out of existence.
Right. Nobody's pockets are deep enough to play in that game.
Yeah, but so what point I was driving towards with these guys, the point I'd like to make is this: isn't the issue not the CNC machine itself, but it's the operator. A CNC machine in your hands, I don't believe, would be kicking out bad guitars, because you would check the hell out of it every time.
Well, you do your best. You do what you can.
Or is it when it comes to it's just not controllable?
The truth is this: once you put that block on the machine, call up the program, home it, get everything ready, and press cycle, you walk away. Whatever happens in the time she starts the program to the time she finishes is literally out of your hands. It's not in the luthier's hands anymore. Yeah. The machine is going to do whatever it does, and you're going to have whatever you have. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get a bad job every time.
No.
But there is definitely well, let's put it this way. Gibson figures on a scrap rate. They actually have a scrap rate of 17%.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's their number, not mine. I mean, that's what they were telling me when I was there.
17%.
Yeah, that's an average of
on their machine.
On a daily quota of around 250, 300 guitars, which is what it was when I was there. You're talking about an average of 25 to 50 guitars, no good, every day.
And
some
that
days
was
better, some days worse.
Well, and that was acceptable according to what they were dealing with.
Right, exactly.
I mean, their
bean
bean
counters,
yes, but they're like, well, that's the best way to do.
Their bean counters were allowing 17% scrap rate.
Well, I mean, yes, they had to live with that. If they could take that to zero, they could theoretically make more money or cheapen their guitars.
Now here's where the rubber meets the road. With a small custom luthier, there's no such thing as scrap.
No, there can't be. I know there isn't here. That's why you got so much stuff back there. You fix it, you reuse it, you do it somewhere else. You were doing that custom strat. You were doing a hardtail strat
to make that thing go.
Right. You were doing a hardtail strat for somebody. You said, "Yep, I'll remember to do this." You didn't. You didn't put the. You didn't put the thing on your template to stop you from doing it.
Still sold
that
guitar, but still finished the guitar. It's this beautiful guitar. Guy loves it. No problem.
That's exactly. But the point is this: it wasn't no good. Let's start over. No,
yeah,
you had to figure out how to get rid of it.
It's not like Gibson where they drive a bulldozer over hundreds of guitars. The advantage here, and then I think this is where the CNC debate gets really derailed fast.
I like derailment.
The CNC machine is fast at certain things and not so fast at others. Okay. Hopefully, it's going to help you in the areas where it is fast and provide you some extra time, to do some of the little tweak stuff that you want to do later.
Yep. I see where you're going.
And if you don't have any major issues, glitches of some kind or some other issue, then, I would say probably 85 to 95% of the time, you're going to get very usable parts. But every once in a while, you're going to get a part you can't use.
Right. So, and that makes perfect sense. And one of the things I was going to ask earlier, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to ask, is there a way, could you take a CNC machine and say, okay, I'm going to make a 59 LP or whatever the heck it is, right? And you got the program in there. Can you tweak the tolerances so they're bigger and then run it and then sand down to get to that, like you're sneaking up on it?
Hold that
like you said? Ooh, I'm in a holding pattern here, folks. Let me dance for you for a little bit. Oh, man. What do you got walking in here, bro? What is that?
This is an actual CNC made Les Paul.
It looks pretty.
Now I've got some tape on here just to hold the bridge and tailpiece
Yeah.
So, an acquaintance of mine, and I won't mention his name because I'm not going to treat his guitar very kindly in the next few seconds.
Ooh.
He built this with CNC.
Okay.
Okay. He built a nice body, built a nice neck, and he glued them together. And one of the first things that you'll notice if you look carefully, there's a very large gap right there.
Holy cow! Yeah. What is that?
It's about 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah. It is.
And we all know that the Les Paul pickup is not supposed to have 1/8 of an inch gap
Look at that
between
gap.
the pickup
There
and
it
the
is.
fretboard.
There is a gap, and it looks like there's a block of wood stuffed in there.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the long tenon, because this is a 59.
Okay.
It'll have a long tenon that comes down into the into the pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we got that out of a CNC machine.
Right.
1/8 of an inch
1/8 of an inch.
is huge. So maybe
That's-
it wasn't
yeah,
an
it's
1/8 of an
ginormous.
inch, but it was messed up, and he tried to fix it and made it worse, and got to 1/8 of an inch.
Hard to say, but my point is this:
Regardless, it's wrong.
the pickup was routed with a CNC machine, so it should be in the correct location.
Yes.
The neck and the pocket were routed with a CNC machine, so they should be in the correct location.
Yes.
They are not.
No, they are not.
Okay. Now that could be a programming issue, but this is a guy who's built quite a few of these and sold quite a few of these. See?
Yeah, and so he came to you and said, "Hey, can you fix this?"
No, actually,
Okay. You just acquired it.
I acquired it.
Yeah, I got you. Well, let me see.
It's not.
That's heavy.
It is a Les Paul. It is a 59 Les Paul in almost every respect, except for put a two-piece neck on here.
Two-piece
which I
neck. What the
still
hell
can't
is
figure
that
out.
all about?
And also
Dang.
another dumb, silly little detail.
Yeah.
The nut on a Les Paul should be from this thickness, from front to back, should be 3/16 of an inch. This is actually 1/4 of an inch. His board is shifted in the wrong location.
Dude, I mean, you blow my mind when you're just like, "Hey, that's off a 16th of an inch."
It's a problem.
I know
It's a problem.
but
It's no longer a Les Paul. It might look like one, but it's no longer a 59 Les Paul when you do things like that.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
And if
No,
you
it
notice,
isn't.
you
And
see,
is this a 50?
notice this
is
right
that-
here. Look at that.
Yeah.
You see how that's not right next to this.
Yes.
If you look at a Les Paul, this fret, the 16th fret, should be right here.
Should be right on the top of the body. Well, there's your
Right.
1/8 of an inch.
Yeah,
This should be down 1/8 of an inch.
exactly. And
This isn't down 1/8 of an inch.
but not just that.
This
Think
is
about this
up
for a
1/8
second.
of an inch.
He's picked up another 16th of an inch in thickness here.
Yeah.
So his board has been pushed down, but his neck is pushed outwards.
This isn't going to end.
It's not gonna end,
There's
no.
no way. You will lose your mind trying to intonate this.
That's correct. So the only way to fix this guitar is pull this neck out and build a new neck for it. And here's the fun part: the bridge.
Okay, if you're a CNC machine guy,
The bridge
Or
is
gal.
already set in stone. It's
yeah,
already been
yeah, no,
drilled.
you're not moving that.
So what you have to do now is build a neck that fits your bridge. That's not so easy.
No, because you can't buy one.
Right.
Because it's going to be a
Because
custom.
Gibson
It's got to
won't
be.
sell you
No, it's got to
And
be.
then when you get it, you're still going to have to fit and fuss with it.
Yeah.
Do your 3Fs.
Yeah, no, fussing. Yeah, so you're gonna have to you're gonna have to build this or pay Bruce to do it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the reason why people don't understand what it costs to build a true 59 Les Paul, a true 59 spec Les Paul. It's and if you look around, there are people around the world who do this, and they are not cheap. They start out somewhere in the $6,500 range and go way up from there.
Is this correct? Where the binding actually comes up above?
It is supposed to come up to the side of the fret. That is correct.
It is. Okay.
That is the right way to do it.
It is.
But
Okay. That's interesting. Looking.
his binding's too thin. He's over radius this.
Okay.
So there's like a myriad of little nit-nat issues all over the guitar. He's got 16th of an inch dots instead of 3/32.
Yeah, the finish job is not the greatest here.
No, the binding job's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. I know I'm
No, it is.
ragging
No,
on this
you're
Paul,
on it, and
But the truth is that it's
no,
either right
and his inlay
or it's
here,
wrong.
His inlay here at the 7th was screwed up and filled on the side here.
Absolutely.
You can see that was filled
Absolutely.
in. But hey, this is better than my 20th attempt would probably be at making one. Because
Well, I can say it was definitely better than my first, but my question is this. When you have programming and a CNC machine,
It's a pretty nice piece of wood, though. I'll tell you.
You really shouldn't be making those kind of mistakes. Because this kind of mistake is
Well,
something
and
that's
well,
not
so
the
then that's
CNC
but
machine's
okay, but
fault.
and that's my point.
This is the craftsman's fault.
And that's my point.
Because the machine can't put this neck in this body.
No, but that's my point. Is it pilot error?
It is pilot error, in my opinion. It is pilot error. But even
Okay.
that's
So is
why
it
I
somebody
try to
who
explain
likes
to
machine
people-
like me? Okay,
That's why
listen,
I try to explain to people.
I'm a Sustainiac.
The
I'm
CNC
here
does
with
not make a luthier.
you. Exactly. Just because you love guitars and you love to play, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to make my own damn guitars. A CNC
I'm all
machine
for it.
is not going to make you guitars.
No.
You got to learn stuff.
It will make you parts.
It'll make you parts.
Yeah, but it's up to the luthier to put those parts together and create an instrument.